It was good. I still bring it up quite a bit. All the time that he soiled himself while on holiday in Faliraki. Something to look forward to at the end of the night. Keep watching him. He might disappear. Actually, Vicky gave him a little gift this afternoon before we came to the church. Had a spare pair of boxers in it. So don't worry, Allo, I won't mention anything about it. There is another story that I'd like to share with you, though. And it's one that shows what a strong bond our friendship was built on. And it was a few years ago, a good few years ago actually, and we were waiting for a bus back from Preston one afternoon. We were approached by a group of lads, obviously looking for trouble. So a few words were exchanged and we were quickly surrounded. One of them managed to grab the wallet out of my back pocket and kindly relieving it of all its cash. Just chucking the wallet back on the floor. So obviously, my Hulk-like reaction to this was enough to scare them away, and they all legged it. So as I turned round, I realised that something was not quite right. I was completely on my own. He'd done one. I had no idea where he'd gone, so I spent the next few minutes looking around. I was just scanning around the streets trying to find out where he'd gone. Next thing I spot him, and he stood in the window of Poundland, eating a packet of crisps. So he just legged it. The first sign of trouble, he'd legged it. So ever since that moment, I've always known that Al's going to have my back, no matter how difficult the situation is. Shocking. No, I'll never forget that, Al. It was June 2007 when Vicky and Al first met on a group holiday in Portugal. It was also this holiday that they shared their first kiss, which was a bet. By Chrissy, apparently. Obviously, since this moment, Al was hooked, and spending the next couple of days of the holiday trying to get her on her own, he finally managed to seize his opportunity and told her how he really felt. For him, it wasn't just a quick kiss. Well, he didn't even know it was a bet, to be honest. But it wasn't a holiday romance, and for him, he wanted more. So, in what must have been quite an awkward moment for Vicky, she reluctantly agreed to let him take her out on a date when he got back. So obviously, feeling quite good about himself at this time, Al struts out the room. To his horror, finding out that all Vicky's mates were stood at the door listening to his confession. On returning home back to England, Vicky swiftly embarked upon a string of dates with other lads. Not to be deterred by this, though, in the following months, Al continued to step up his efforts by dragging me out into town whenever he knew Vicky was out. Obviously, my advice to him was to just walk away and leave it. Just like he did when I was getting mugged. Now, this section of my speech actually, as I didn't know, Steve's already covered. It it was about the Squires thing and him buying the shirt, and before that he actually tried to fashion a collar out of napkins. It might have worked to a fashion. So I'm going to have to skip that bit, unfortunately. Which doesn't leave me long. I actually thought that Vicky liked the smell of kebabs, though. That was my side of the story. Obviously, after that occasion that Steve kindly mentioned before and took half my speech away, Al actually did get to take Vicky out on a date, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, I read somewhere while I was researching my speech that my speech should take no longer than it takes the groom to make love. So, from what I've been told, I'm already probably about 6.5 minutes overrun. What's she saying? 7 minutes. 7 minutes overrun. So, I'm going to wrap it up. Now, obviously everyone here today can see what a fantastic couple they make together. And I wish them all the best as they start their married life together. So, if everyone could raise their glasses for the final time. To the bride, no, actually, to the best man. And the